So the thing is, right, it's a completely new industry. And then if let's say the other party also doesn't have like much of an idea of like their target audience, then how do we go about, like researching the target audience?
Can you give me like one example?
For example, like group insurance. So then it's like a completely new industry for the other party. Then how do we go about doing like research?
You say
Like
group
insurance, yes, with employee benefits.
So, for example, when I do first time something which I have no idea, I still do some research. Like I go to Google, I find one or two blog. For example, I'll pick up first blog here, for example, and then I'll try to understand what these people are trying to write about this. You can already see their main keyword was group insurance or great employee benefit or employee benefit. Then they're talking about basic plans, optional riders, how to choose this type of insurance, right? Customized plans. So every time in the past also when the subject and the audience were completely new, I did some basic research on Google to get me an idea. For example, if you're working with a client, you yourself have no knowledge on this. I would suggest that you will check some of the information that exists either from your client's website or in general from Google. And you pick up some basic idea from there, and then you start feeding this information into these questions. And once you go into deeper, there are more tools. For example, if you just hear that you're going to work with the client and you need to do group insurance, then these are the two tools. So actually, I took you outside of the tool, but my goal was not that. Staying within the tool, you can go as much as deep you want. So for example, here, if you're completely new, then you will start here like this, group insurance. Yes. And then you will get a lot of information here and a lot of resources. It's kind of framework around the search engine. So here I'm saying group insurance ideas, group insurance FAQs, group insurance suspicion, group insurance benefit, group insurance desire, group insurance questions. When you click one of these, of course, it will redirect, but you will immediately get these questions or the things which are already in the Google. What are the different types of health insurance plan for business? Will all employees receive coverage? And now you're getting some idea like, are these target audience are employees of the government sector or private or a specific industry, right? So if you're completely new to your niche, I would suggest some ideas. I will suggest to start from here. You can go to social media like Facebook groups, Twitter, LinkedIn groups. You can go on the video search from Google videos or YouTube videos. There are multiple podcasts that might be available on this topic. Listen Note again, kind of a search engine for podcast. News Story, Medium being Yahoo, News Trend, Question Information Database. Even you can start here, Unlock Insights. And that is like kind of maybe in a starting point already, which I should have told you first time. But you're completely new, you just know a term, and you can click this button here, Unlock Insight. And it already forces you to think about your target audience. What idea would my target audience would have about group insurance? The most important thing to know that here is that I need to service my target audience as a group insurance expert if I want them to give me their trust and money, right? So it's already giving me some of these couple of ideas. I'm not much of the value unless people hear me about. So you see, there are some questions. What benefits would my target audience will have about group insurance? What suspicion they will have? Which pain point my target audience have about group insurance? The pain point could include paying more than needed, sacrificing control over coverage, taking time off from their busy schedule to meet appointments. You can already unlock a lot of ideas when you're completely new to the topic. Just pressing this button, Unlock Insight, and then going deeper into your research. I'm taking some question on market research, and if you have questions, just ask me. So we discussed about this part. You answer initial 10 questions. Based on this, you generate in like first what I would do is like just answer questions and come here one by one and check if my some of these questions are not way off. They should be within what I expect. I'll correct them one by one if I need to, because most of them are automated answers, like they are getting answered from our first 10 input. So earlier you have to manually answer them, but now we change the way. You just answer initial 10 question and these are answered automatically. So this reduces your research work, but you need to still validate them, review it, because you're never sure if some information is quite way off. Then you wanted to just have a quick look. So once you have green tick all of them, I'll just go and generate one by one insights. The role of this insight, as I mentioned, is an extended reference to your research. You are short on time. You just wanted to generate and move and just train Athena and go to content creation. The way these insights are 95% confidence interval, or with confidence, these are around your information. So you're running short of time. You don't have time right now. Think of this as this middle information as executive summary of the book, and remaining information in insights is an extensive reference to that research, which you can always come back and wanted to improve your research. You can do that. The most shortcut step is to directly start with a available workspace. There are more than 75 workspaces now available, and we are adding every week at least 10 to 15. If any one of these workspace is directly related to a client, what they are doing, from B2B copywriting to bride photography to budget travel to Belize, business automation, business consulting, content automation, create and launch your course from scratch, crowdfunding, database challenge in retail e-commerce. You can search it here. For example, just press this button and you can search in the marketplace or here, because this account is used to create marketplace. So basically you will be searching here in the marketplace. And in the marketplace, there are two versions. One is paid version and one is free version. Of course, we will add more in the free version as well, but there are paid version. And if you just are short your time, you don't want to go ahead with the research. If you have 5 customers with matching 5 topics, you can just select 5 of them. There's also 15% discount and you can buy 5 of them. The moment you buy, it will appear in my purchase and you can copy from there. So this is the most quickest way to get started. And once you have these workspace, you can always come back and tweak them for what your clients need or what you discover as a part of the research.
Do the purchases count against your workspace count?
If you have a deal, lifetime deal or not, but the workspace purchase do not count against your workspace limit in any plan or any kind of deal. If you have, these are additional purchases that you have made. It's not connected with your limit of the workspace.
Okay.
So if you have one workspace, but you can buy additional and it won't count as a limit.